These days, a lot of people are asking me whether innovation is dead in the current crisis. Is this a world in which we've got to focus on slash and burn cost control, or is there a possibility of planting right now some of the seeds that are going to make renewal and profitable growth in the longer term possible? I had a clue to this question from a group of Chinese managers I was working with who drew a symbol on the board of the room we were in, which was the Chinese character for crisis. And when you break it down into its two pieces, you can see that one part, so as explained to me, means danger, but the other part means opportunity, particularly opportunity for those who can see the possibility of innovation in the crisis. Where does that possibility come from? It comes from the fact that earthquakes, like the economic earthquake we're in, cause a shifting in the tectonic plates. Everything is up for grabs. Perhaps for years during the good times, a lot of us put up with frustration and compromise. We'd take what was thrown at us by providers, whether it was consumer goods companies or whether it was professional service firms in the B2B world. We lived in a world of clutter, and we put up with it because many of us were just too damn busy. Who of us, for example, had time to really understand what was going on inside our mobile phone bill? Well, these days, some of us have got the time and we've got the need to really understand what's going on. And when we discover that in some senses we're overserved, in some senses underserved, and that our pain simply hasn't been listened to, then we're hungry for those who can identify the sources of our pain and frustration and uncover the needs that we had all along, but which had been suppressed during the golden years that we've been living through. The principle here is not innovation in the sense of inventing something that never existed. It's innovation in the sense of discovery. And that's to say, discovery of needs that have been suppressed. Those needs that have been suppressed are like diamonds in the mud. We're living in times which are very muddy, to say the least. But hidden in the mud are real gems, and those gems represent possibility, because they're frustration, sources of pain, and those who can tap those are going to be among the perhaps limited number of winners, those who are able to court opportunity rather than be overwhelmed by the danger. None of us know when the recession's going to end, and none of us know what the world's going to look like when the recession ends. But there's one thing that we can say for sure, which is that those who are able to tap and articulate and crystallize the frustrations and pain of those whose needs have not been met are going to be those who will be able to out-innovate those who got left behind in the current crisis.